All right, in this video, I'm going to teach you guys how to take that binomial, which is in the numerator, divided by that binomial in the denominator. So what we have to do is find the GCF of our numerator, greatest common factor. So we got a 6 and we got a 30. I would tell my students to write those two numbers down. We got to get the factors that both of those have. So remember, factoring a number is finding two numbers that when multiplied together make this number up here. So what two numbers multiplied together make 30? 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, 5 and 6. Seems to be all of them. Let's go to 6. What can make a 6? A 1 times a 6, a 2 times a 3, and that's it. Okay, we got all of our factors listed out. We want to find the greatest common factor. Common means they share the number in common. They both have that on their list. Greatest meaning the biggest one. So they both have a 2, but I think there's a bigger one up there, so it's not 2. 6 is the largest value we see in our factors from 6, and we also have a 6 here. So that would have to be your greatest common factor. So what you do is you just are going to remove the greatest common factor from the numerator. 6, put your parentheses down. You've removed it. Now what you're going to do next is just copy down the denominator and undo. You're basically like undoing or going in reverse with the distributive property. We know 6 times something has to make 6y because we want the top to stay the same. This has to be equivalent to this. So 6y comes from 6 times what? Y. 6y, 6 times y makes 6y. Now, we need to have a number here that would make a negative 30. So 6 times something makes negative 30. That something would be negative 5. Now, once you do that, it should all come to light why we did that, because we've got y minus 5 on top, y minus 5 on bottom. Those are going to cancel each other out, and all you would be left with is 6 for this scenario. Let's look at another problem, go through that, and you should be an absolute genius with this stuff by the end of the video. New problem, let's check it out. So we got the top numerator, we got a 7 and a 14. I'm going to write those two numbers down, 7, 14. Let's find the factors of each, and we want to find the greatest common factor, the GCF of both these values. So 1 times 7 makes 7, and it's a prime number, so that's it. 14, that's going to come from a 1 times a 14, a 2 times a 7. Which one do these share in common that is the greatest? That would be 7. So what do we want to do up here? We want to remove 7 from the numerator. So we're going to pull 7 out, put empty parentheses down, x plus 2 comes underneath. And now we say 7 times something makes 7x. 7 times x would make 7x. 7 times something makes 14. And what do you know? Those are going to cancel out right there, leaving you with just a 7. So this would simplify down to 7. You now know how to factor out a GCF to clean up a numerator so that you can divide these two binomials. Hopefully this makes sense. Study hard and good luck on your upcoming test.